Hey, a few disclaimers before we dive in. Number one, I'm going to share my perspective as someone in the cybersecurity world as a practitioner and educator. Nothing in this video constitutes official career, financial, or legal advice. You, as the viewer, are strongly encouraged to conduct your own independent research into each one of these boot camps and influencers and make your own decision. Additionally, this video contains commentary, criticism, research, and review of publicly available information and marketing materials. This falls under the fair use doctrine of the U.S. copyright law, which allows for limited use of copyrighted material without requiring permission from the right holders for purposes such as education and critique. Finally, my intent is the goal of this review is to promote transparency in the cybersecurity education space and help the community make informed decisions. It is not intended to maliciously target, defame, or harass any specific organization, individual, or business entity. And also, full disclosure, I run my own platform called Hack Smarter. I don't do boot camps or anything like that, but I do have my own training platform, and I do have my own pen testing firm, CAPSLOCK. So please keep that in mind as you watch this video and as we review different boot camps and influencers. Enjoy the video. Oh, is this Josh Makador? All right, this is another person that I actually don't know very well. You guys tell me your thoughts on Josh Makador. Let me know what you guys think, and then we'll dig into this. He's also much larger than me on YouTube, plays the YouTube game much better than I do. We could check out some of his videos, depending on what we can find. Your career in tech starts now. Founded by Josh Makador, provide the guidance, hands-on experience, blah, blah. The Colo says, I feel like he pushes this stuff super heavy. Hey, speaking of pushing stuff, guys, that reminds me, time for an ad break. If you're looking for a platform that doesn't rip you off, that doesn't scam you, that has like an unlimited refund policy, go to Hack Smarter. We are more affordable than like every platform I've looked at and better quality and content. And if you don't believe me, try it out and I'll refund you if you don't like it. Hacksmart.org. Check it out. Okay. What do they offer? Cyber range internship. This was one thing that I saw was a little bit suspicious, was the internship part of it. I thought I saw this covered by somebody else, but essentially the internship is it's not paid or anything like that. And you pay for, not only is it not paid, you pay for the internship, which I find a little bit weird, but to each their own. Cyber community, join 8,000. Hey, Hack Smarter are 17,000 members. I might be smaller on YouTube, but our community is awesome. Dang, dude, he has a whole team, bro. I have me respond to Josh's DMs. That's actually crazy. I don't think Josh is out here trying to scam anyone, though. You may not like the way he approaches things. Like, the way he does things is obviously different than the way I would do things. Where's the pricing? Wait, what? Here we go. Oh, wow. $129 a month is a little bit pricey, but just because something's expensive does not mean it's a scam. Just want to say that. His cyber range pulls crazy revenue. I'm sure it does at that price point. You don't need that many. I mean, if he has 1.7, like over 1,000 members at $129 a month, that's a lot of money. I'm not hating him on that. Kudos to him. If people are willing to pay you for that, then so be it. He doesn't seem to be promising jobs. He has his internship, guaranteed resume-backed cybersecurity internship. I think it's just working in his range, and then he calls it an internship. Weekly live coaching, Ask Josh Anything. I'm clearly charging way too less. Way too little, I should say, for Hack Smarter. I'm pretty sure Hack Smarter probably costs more, like the infrastructure for Hack Smarter costs me more than what the infrastructure for the cyber range costs Josh. Let's check out some of his videos. Oh, CyberHack, that's who I was thinking of. Does he have any videos on pen testing? Because that's the only thing I can really break into. How to make $500K in 2 years. Interesting. $95 a month college hack that nobody knows about. Cyber range versus try hack me and hack the box. Cyber top 10. I mean, it's all of his videos are your generic YouTube tech videos. which isn't wrong. Once again, if you want to play the YouTube game, that's how you have to do it. I don't know. I guess my conclusion on Josh is he's playing the influencer game, and I'm not mad at him for that. Kudos to him. I think there's probably, and he also does the cyber range. I do hacking, so it's just completely different things. Let me know what you guys think. The guy titles like HR just pushes money. He is very SecOps and GRC focused. He gave up on hacking. I think he has EJPT and another hacking cert. Most people seem to give up on hacking. I have Occupy the Web on the list. Search Cyber Range versus Try Hack Me versus Hack the Box. You want me to watch that video? Let me see if I can find it. I thought I just saw it when I typed in pen test.
Why would I sign up for this when Try Hack Me and Hack the Box exist for a fraction of the price?
Try Hack Me doesn't exist. Let's just pretend like you didn't mention that name. 15 minutes.
I'm a cybersecurity professional. I've helped a whole bunch of people break into the field, and recently I built and released an open cyber range for my community to use. And inside the cyber range, there's many enterprise licensed security tools that you'll actually like see out in the wild if you go to work. A bunch of courses around those that teaches you how to use them, and then there's also an optional internship component at the end that you can do to get experience for your resume and LinkedIn. People have been asking me like, why would I get this when Try Hack Me and Hack the Box exist? Which those are both really good products, but they're like completely different.
One of those is a good product.
From the cyber range, but I'm just going to kind of compare and contrast them in this video and then point people to this video when they ask me in the future. I'm really open about everything, really, and really transparent. So I'm going to do my best to like tell everything as it is and just be open and give you all the information that you might want. But if I'm leaving anything out, feel free to ask me in the comments and I'll be sure to answer it. So I'm just going to start off and just start comparing these right off the bat. So the cyber range, which is mine, is $97 a month. It's slightly cheaper if you buy it by the year. And then Try Hack Me is $14 a month. Hack the Box is $14 a month. And these are also
okay. What do you want me to see on this?
Security tools that my company, like we license all of those and pay for it on the back end. And then you system, you can do endpoint detection and response with Defender for Endpoint stuff. And instead, it kind of reminds me of the cyber web interface where you interact with an internship class component, which I'll talk about in a second. And then Try Hack Me and Hack the Box.
I'm curious about the internship part. That's the one that's a little more, I'm not sure what to think of it.
From what I researched, they have like over 700 like individual. The cyber range has an optional internship component where you can choose from doing vulnerability management tasks, threat hunting, tabletop scenarios, general cybersecurity support for other users if they run into problems. If you provide like a solution for them, you can get credit for that. You can also get credit.
Apparently I should do this as well. If you guys help somebody in Discord, I guess you're an intern now at Hack Smarter.
For general cyber range maintenance, there's been some times where I had to like do something with the infrastructure and back into the cyber range, and a student has actually helped me with it, so I gave them credit for it. And then there's like kind of other scenarios too, like somebody is interested in audit. Like if you're interested in,
here's my personal opinion: if somebody is working for you, you should pay them, not the other way around. You should not have to pay to do an internship. I don't even think internships should be unpaid. If somebody is helping you, they should not have to pay you to help you. That does seem off to me, especially based on the numbers. Josh is raking in massive amounts of money.
Getting experience for some certain thing that's not outlined in the internship module, you can always like DM me, and if I have something.
But I mean, like, what a pro business move. You guys pay me, and then if you pay me, you can then work for me to help the other people who are paying me to work for me. Oh my, infinite money glitch. He found the infinite money glitch, like GTA IRL. Interesting.
Thing that you can do that I was planning to do, I can give that to you, and then you can do it and kind of get internship credit for it. As far as I know, like Try Hack Me and Hack the Box, they don't have this, but they do offer services for students to help find opportunities or help them be able to network better. And they try to like.
Am I missing something? Does that seem off to you guys? That's the only part that really makes me sus, unless the interns get paid. But from what I'm picking up on, you pay $100+ a month, and then if you want to be an intern, well, you have to pay the $100+ a month, and then you can work while paying to do the work to get an internship. That just seems really backwards to me, like legit infinite money glitch. Interesting business decision by Josh, like pretty smart on his hand. I don't know from the perspective of the student if that makes sense.
To like do something other than just like give you skill and like hand the student off. But it's hard because the difference between like me, the cyber range, and then Try Hack Me and Hack the Box is I have like a small community who I will like personally interact with and do all kinds of things to like work with you. But
I do as well. For what it's worth. And I bet I'm more interactive. I bet I'm easier to get a hold of.
They're just like really, really big like corporate thing. And I don't think they probably don't want to do stuff that's like not scalable or like too many like one-off things. I try not to do that either because it's like not really good business practice. But I decided to limit the cyber range to like 1,000 members for now. This is partially due to limitations on the Azure infrastructure. Like in one subscription, you can't have over 960 resource groups, for example. And then we have like a hard quota for our virtual machines and compute of like 920 or something like this. So I'm not going to let the community go over 1,000. So this will allow me to be like more personal and do customized one-off stuff, if that makes sense. In terms of like accountability and like direct access, it's a bit different, right? Because I'm one person. It's not like really fair to compare me to the like Hack the Box and stuff, because I'll do like a weekly, I do like 2 live streams weekly, one for like the free community and like YouTube and everybody. And then I do another 2-hour live stream for like only people.
Here, apparently I need to be charging significantly more money. Obviously I'm not going to, but Josh seems legit with the one big exception about the internship thing. You should never have to pay money to be an intern for somebody else. You should never have to pay money to work for somebody else. Legit, he discovered an infinite money glitch and people are paying for it. Do not message me on Discord. I get too many Discord messages. Shoot me an email, tyler@kairos-sec.com. What about Josh's video, how to make 1 million in a year in cybersecurity? Okay. All right, I'll see if I can find that real quick. Seems to be a lot of interest here. Okay, I'm interested.
Where I talked about how I made $1.3 million in cybersecurity last year, and there's a lot of nice comments on there. A lot of like people calling me a grifter and like other bad.
Oh, I think, is he saying how he did it? He's not saying how you can do it. It's clickbait. He's saying this is how he did it. Ah. Is what it is. Here's what I'll tell you guys. Might I suggest to you that making $1 million a year will not actually satisfy you? Let me get philosophical for just a moment. We often think once we hit a certain title, a certain salary level, then we will feel satisfied in life. I want to suggest to you the human eyes and the human heart is never satisfied by more. That is what, like, internally you have this thing inside of you that says, I need more money. I need more salary. I need a bigger title, blah, 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 blah. And what you end up doing is destroying yourself in your pursuit of success. Success does not mean make more money, like legit. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Do not chase money in this field or in life in general. You will always feel empty. I don't know Josh, but I took a massive pay cut to do solo, to quit my previous job and do my own thing. And it's worth it because at the end of the day, chasing money is never going to satisfy you. Rich people become extremely depressed. They think they'll hit $1 million a year. And when you hit that, you realize nothing has changed. I'm still miserable. Don't find your identity, your purpose in the amount of money you make or the title you hold. Which is what I don't like about these videos, because it appeals to that part of people. It appeals to the love of money. Might I suggest to you, there was an ancient book once that did not say money is the root of all evil, but it did say the love of money is the root of all evil. Keep that in mind. The love of money. All right, package what you sell.
Then package what you sell. Turn your best service into a fixed priced package. I did this, which I'll talk about in a second. So example, cloud security check, 25K done in 2 weeks. Create an online training course, 500 to 2K per student. Your blog posts.
Oh my goodness, guys, I need to raise the price of my courses.
And talks are now your advertising. So all this is really accurate. So basically, like what this was like for me, a lot of people were trying to talk to me like too many, like I couldn't get to everybody in time. I didn't do anything like B2B, like a cloud security check or anything like this. I got solicited for it.
All right, guys. Well, as of today, all courses on Hack Smarter are $500. You guys can freaking cry about it. I'm just playing.
A lot, like security assessments. I did one of them, but I didn't really do that very much. I did end up creating an online training course because people were like literally asking for it. And I want to like talk about this for a minute because there's a lot of like, I'm trying to like explain this without using inflammatory language. There's a lot of like really misguided people who will call me like a grifter and be like, it's a fucking course, bro. You just sold a course, TLDR, like you made a course, like all this bullshit. These people are like really ignorant.
He's talking to you guys. That's you guys getting mad at him. He's talking to you right now. Let's hear what he has to say to you.
Ways to go about this, right? It's not like I was like sitting around in my basement. I was like, I want to get a bunch of money. I know. I'm going to make a course. And then I made a course. It wasn't like that. I gave like free career consulting on YouTube for like a couple of years, like really, really like high level, like proper one for free. And the result of this is it built up a lot of audience and a ton of people trying to like ask stuff from me. And then because of that, I can't answer all the people. There's like too many. So I brainstormed and I was like, okay, like what are all these people asking? And I would distill down basically what everybody was asking, like career advice, like how to do this or how to do that. And then I put together, my initial product was I just put together a course that covered all that stuff that people want to know about. And I gave them a way to get like hands-on experience with it and even get some kind of like experience from my company, like providing support for other people trying to do the course. And then that was the product, right? And then this thing is saying create an online training course and sell for 500 to 2K. My initial course was $499, right? And that's what I did. Don't be stupid.
My courses are like $20, bro. I'm doing something wrong. Just kidding.
And be like, oh, that's great.
But here's the difference. Here's the difference. It's motive. If your goal is to maximize revenue, yes, make your courses expensive and price out people who live in other countries who can't afford your course. If your motive is to genuinely help people, especially those on the margins, make your content affordable. I don't advertise this on YouTube because I get too many emails. But guys, I'm not joking when I say I have given thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands of dollars away in providing scholarships or significantly reduced pricing for people in third world countries. Because although even my content on Hack Smarter, if you're in the US, it's like stupid affordable. If you are in a developing country in Africa, even at my price point, it's not affordable. And those people don't have access to really good resources because of their local economy. I have offered, like, if you send me an email and you live in one of those countries, I massively reduce the price to the point that, like, it costs me a massive amount of money to do that. But at the end of the day, my goal is not to make $1 million a year. That's freaking stupid. My goal is I genuinely want to make an impact. I genuinely want to help people. If I can at least pay my bills while I do it, awesome. But like even now, Hack Smarter on its own is not sustainable. I have to subsidize it with CairoSec because I make it affordable, because I make scholarships available to people who genuinely need it. If I just wanted to make a living from Hack Smarter, I could do it. I could increase costs. Of course, I would lose people, but the people who are able to pay it would still pay for it, and I would maximize my revenue significantly, but that defeats the whole purpose. My mission is to genuinely help people who are on the margins, who are unable to afford the content. That's why I price my content at what it is, to the point that depending on what you pay for, it legit, I'm taking a hit. It's costing me money when you consider the infrastructure costs. So make sure you have your priorities right. I'm not saying Josh's priorities are wrong, but that's why I don't have the similar pricing as Josh. Once again, I'm not saying what he's doing is wrong. He does the typical like YouTube influencer thing. The only thing that's a little bit suspicious is the whole pay me and then you can be an intern, that infinite money glitch. Outside of that, I'm assuming Josh genuinely wants to help people, but I think when you at that price point, you're pricing out a big group of people. But just my opinion. Just my opinion. Oh, what's up, Mad Hat? We're not roasting anyone, Digital Andrew. What's up, Bearded IT Dad? No, so what I'm doing is I'm trying to be as objective and as helpful as I can on letting anyone in chat share the name of a platform, and then we check it out. I give a live review of the platform from my perspective as a pen tester, with a major caveat that, of course, I have my own platform, so obviously I'm going to be biased. But so far, the majority of the platforms people have submitted have been legit. Influencers are, hit or miss, like Unix guy. We just finished reviewing him. Josh, we'll just finish him up. But Josh, once again, I don't think Josh is scamming people. I think he's genuinely helping people. I think a lot of people have had good things to say about his cyber range. His approach is different than mine. That doesn't mean his approach is wrong, to be very clear. So yeah, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think if I'm way off base there. We could Bearded IT Dad. We'll take a look at it here. Let me dive through here. We have a few more. Cyber Mindspace platform. I like, you guys missed out on some of the AI platforms we looked at that were freaking amazing. All right, Cyber Mindspace. Has anyone heard of Cyber Mindspace? I have not. Oh, guys, I've seen like 5 number 1 platforms in India. Who decides if it's a number 1 platform? I have no idea. Cyber Mindspace is India's number 1 cyber community, just like the other 5 number 1 cyber communities. Oh my goodness, not this thing again. What? When you scroll, it does this. Ooh, it doesn't actually scroll down. That's I'll just say that's an interesting design choice. What are our featured courses? I don't know what the equivalent of this. If Hack is still in chat, you tell me if this is affordable. But I don't know what it is with this UI is better than the other ones. How much does it cost? I love this. I need to add this to Hack Smarter, guys. I love this. That's just fun to do. I see why they did it. I get the design choice. Let's explore courses. Oh, is it free? Or this is, oh, these are just like the previews to the courses. All right. Let's learn our introduction to ethical hacking.
So finally the wait is over guys and module number 1 आ चुका है। $10,000 मिल गए। ये एग्जांपल है। आपको समझ में आ गया कि एथिकल हैकिंग क्या होता है और बग बाउंटी हंटर किस तरीके से पैसे कमाते हैं।
I only know English, so I really can't review this. So you guys have to check it out. I can't see what the pricing is. Maybe if I click premium. Oh wait, we saw the pricing. Okay. Not a scam, because once again, my very clear thing for a scam is them making unrealistic promises. We saw that. Enroll in our $10,000 boot camp and you'll get a job in 3 months. That's borderline scam. This, I don't know if the quality is great, but just because quality sucks doesn't make it a scam, if that makes sense. HackSmarter is India's #1 cybersecurity platform. Add it to your site now. I should. India's #1 platform at the top of HackSmarter. That'd be hilarious. Anyone can make that claim. Oh, man. All right, another drink of water, guys. Is this considered like a webinar that I'm doing for you guys? If it is, I do need you guys to lock in, right? $10,000 for this boot camp. I've been streaming for 3 hours, and for each one of you, we've consistently had over 150 people for the past 3 hours. And so what you guys don't realize is I will be sending you my bill. All right. I'm considering this a coaching session. My coaching rate is about $1,000 an hour. So 164 people times 1,000. Beautiful. So I'll be sending you guys the bill in the mail for this webinar. You guys will see that later on coming through. Okay, Hackers Arise. Oh, this is a popular one. Now, I'm going to ask you guys again. Can I get CPEs for this? You can get CPEs, Andrew, but that does require the HackSmarter+++ Elite subscription. So you'll have to do $2,000 when I send you the invoice to get the CPEs. Otherwise, it's not verifiable. Oh, guys, have you seen... This is off topic. Have you guys seen the new HackSmarter rank? I saw Hack the Box came out with their new rank, so I thought I had to add ranks to HackSmarter, but I did one better. I made a shirt so you could showcase your HackSmarter rank. All right, so if you go to store.hacksmarter.org, I don't actually make any money on the swag. It's marked up at 0%. And I don't even have my bank account hooked up. But if you go to store.hacksmarter.org, it just redirects to hacksmarter.printful, obviously. But if you click the brand new HackSmarter rank shirt, guys, HackSmarter on the front and on the back, you can everyone on HackSmarter gets this rank. All right, you can be the Grandmaster, Prodigy, God's top 1%, 1337 hacker. All right, so if you haven't already, like, if you ever go to like a club and you wear this shirt, whatever the opposite gender of you is, they're going to be all over you when you show off your HackSmarter, Grandmaster, Prodigy, God's top 1%, 1337 hacker. Like, you're going to have to bat them off of you. So make sure if you go to DEF CON, you wear this shirt. Like, everyone would think you're going to be the coolest person at DEF CON if you wear this shirt. I can't capitalize the G in God because it's not the real God. It's the gods with the 0. If you want the same gender, it'll work too. Yeah, as the kids say, Riz over 9,000. That's what Sick in the Mind says. Yes, this ups your Riz. Your Riz rank goes up here. Anyways, make sure you guys check that out. All right. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on Hackers Arise. OTW, he's featured heavily on David Bomble's channel. I have never done his content. His stuff is expensive. You get a lot of things. My biggest issue with OTW is he is anonymous, which I know that's kind of his thing. He also calls himself Master OTW, which I find very egotistical. I technically, guys, I have a master's degree in divinity, so you can now refer to me as Master Tyler, if that's okay, or Master Hack Smarter if you guys want. But Master OTW here, I've never done his content. I've never done his courses. I've never done his training. So I don't know what the quality is like. What I find sus is this. Why does he remain anonymous? He engages in investigations and adversaries, blah, blah. He can only do this if he's anonymous. Otherwise, he and his family be at risk. He's able to take on cases that feel he's willing to do it. For more information, click here. Okay, that's fine. But here is my opinion. If you want to remain anonymous, don't sell courses. Very simple. If you are selling courses, your background should be verifiable, because if you are teaching someone how to become a pen tester, they should be able to look into your background and see that you have experience as a pen tester. Personal opinion. So that's it. If you want to remain anonymous, if you're doing this kind of thing, you clearly don't need money from students. So either make your courses free, that's an option, or provide information about your background that can be verified. Very simple. So I'm not saying you guys should reveal your identity to the internet world, but if you want to sell courses and make money off of the community, then you'd sort of have to make sure your background is verifiable. He is not anonymous. His name is, I'm not going to say his name because I'm going to get a takedown request then, but he tries to remain anonymous. He calls himself Master OTW. Interesting. He says he has 20 years of hands-on experience, but none of that's verifiable from what I can see. Wait, what is this? What is this video? Another good video? We need to check out this video, guys. Yes!
They watch from the dark, mapping identities and access long before anyone notices. Systems, privileges, fragments of identity stitched into silent access. They move through inherited trust and fragmented visibility. Across systems built to share, to move fast, where identity boundaries quietly collapse. Identity, the primary battlefield of modern cyber warfare. And when identity fails, it's not just data at risk. It's critical infrastructure. The systems people rely on to live. You can't defend what you don't know, and you can't secure what you don't see. To defend, you must see what the adversary sees.
Join Master OTW and me, Anders Askison, live on February 24th.
That voice does not match the previous one.
At 11 a.m. Eastern Time, as we expose what hides beneath trust.
Guys, we need a Hack Smarter trailer. Someone make one. We need a Hack Smarter trailer with all the cheesiness, all the hacker lingo, all the things blowing up. That's what we need. I need to make one. I mean, the titles make it too easy to meme on. Getting started becoming a master hacker. Is that really the name of the book? I want to buy it on Amazon. Getting started becoming a master hacker. Well, it's a great book, people are saying. Isn't there a subreddit called Master Hacker which literally makes fun of that? Yes, there is. I was right. This is where you put those kids that can DDoS you because you logged into the hack code on JavaScript, YouTube, C++ servers. Just make sure you bribe their Bitcoin so they don't explode each and every router. I love it. Yeah, there's guys, if you want to get a good laugh and if you want to fall down a rabbit hole, go to the Master Hacker subreddit and you can read through. Linux for Hackers is really good. Gotcha. Okay, Alejandro said, okay, this is a little too spectacular, but he's legit. His 20 years with government NSA and the courses and books are actually good. I have them. Okay. He just needs to work on his marketing thing. Please don't come out the book saying how to become a master hacker. That's just, you are asking to get memed on at that point, in my opinion. All right, Hackers Arise. Done. How am I doing on time? I have a meeting eventually. 1 second. Let me check my calendar. I also need to eat something today. Okay, we got a little bit while to go. Hack Defender is the next platform that someone shared. Let's go ahead and check this out. Oh, Hacking Hub's legit. Hacking Hub's almost completely free. All the labs are free. The only thing that costs money are the courses, but Hacking Hub is legit, in my opinion. Is this Hack Defender? Find, disclose, defend. We respond. Oh, no. Wait, what? This is what somebody submitted, but this doesn't quite fit what we are looking for. This is not a bootcamp or a training platform. Women building safer tech. Okay, I don't know what Hack Defender is, so we're just going to skip that one. Cyber Mindspace. No way. Oh, no, this is the same one. Okay. We already looked at this one. I thought we had another India's #1 cyber community. I accidentally added it to the list twice. All right, we don't have another India's #1 cyber community. There's only 5 of those. Only 5 of them can be #1. It's kind of like top 1% on a platform that won't be named. All right, CAPSLOCK in the UK. I'll just say this. It looks like a boot camp. It's not worth it. Let's find out. Immersive training program, guided learning pathway, short courses. How much do you cost? Wow, a lot. I'm just going to tell you it's not worth it. I don't know what they teach you. Literally, you could take this curriculum and send it over to AI and learn it better. I would not recommend this. Don't do the future earnings agreement. Oh, man. There are much better platforms out there than this. Oh. We might call it a day soon, guys. I'm getting sick of reviewing platforms at this point, but this is your typical boot camp. Don't do anything that costs this much money for such a basic curriculum. But I have made it. I have made it through all of the lists that have been added up to this point. So let me look over at chat. Academy.hackdefender. Oh, I got you, Thicolo. All right, let me try to find Academy.hackdefender. Academy.hackdefender.com. Let's check it out. All right. Certified Crimeware Defender Program. Stop reading and start fighting. Learn from real threat hunters, not textbooks. Okay. I like the AI generated testimonial. Interesting design choice. You didn't review me. Oh, okay. Let me put you up there. IT Career Accelerator. I got you, bruh. We did do red team leaders. Yes. Oh, wow. Wow. Wait, that's 50% off, bruh? 10 training modules for $1,500? Come on. Guys, I'm telling you, Hack Smarter offers massively more content at a significantly more affordable rate. Oh, this is the syllabus. I mean, just real quick glancing at the stuff, it looks good what they're doing, but I don't think worth that money. But Who knows? I'm just me. They are not giving you any unrealistic promises, though. They're not saying, hey, if you do this, we will, you'll land a job. Oh, but you can be top 1%. Look at that. Cherify. Oh, we got 3 number ones. It's kind of like the India platform. Just 3 people number 1 on the platform. What's this Hack Smarter? Yeah, I don't know what Hack Smarter is. Oh, it reminds me, ad break, guys. If you are looking for a platform that doesn't suck and doesn't rip you off and is actually taught by practitioners and not just people trying to make $1 million in 1 year, go to hacksmart.org. Check it out. You'll enjoy. All right, ad break over. This isn't a scam. I think it's obviously I wouldn't do it this way. I think it's quite expensive for what you get, but they're not giving you any unrealistic promises. So just because something's expensive, remember, does not make it a scam. Okay. All right, let's check out the bearded IT dad. Heard of him before. He has the IT Career Accelerator. All right, this is Dakota. He's in chat. So if you guys want to tell Dakota how much of a scammer he is, you can tell him in chat. All right, IT Career Accelerator joint. Okay. Dakota, we might have to have a boxing match at DEF CON. I don't know. To join the number 1 community. I think Hack Smarter is the number 1 community, based totally on me just saying it's the number 1 community. All right. The page needs some help. Is my dark mode breaking it? There, it looks better without dark mode. I'll turn my dark mode off. We could all be number 1. Only if you live in India. Only if your platform's in India can everyone be number 1. All right, join the number 1 community, break into tech even with no experience, right? But you're not saying, hey, here's how much time it will take you, I hope. Land your next job faster with expert-led support that actually works. Join the IT Career Accelerator. Bet. Get personal guidance from tech pros, tap into resources, land your dream job, see membership options. What is this thing? What's that little tail thing that just fell down? How did that work? That was cool. Put number 1 community on your platform. You know what? I'm gonna modify Hack Smarter and just in parentheses, it's gonna say better than IT Career Accelerator. Just right after that. Oh man. Unlock immediate access to a variety of free courses, discounts on all paid, customized resume template, exclusive resource library, monthly career workshops, one-on-one coaching with experts, current and upcoming courses, introduction to help desk. Oh, we have KevTech. We got Dakota, Corey Knapp, and the one good thing that Dakota's doing is, once again, his background is verifiable. Dakota is not. I mean, it's bearded IT dad on YouTube, but he does not hide his identity, because I'm assuming he recognizes if you're selling content, selling career, selling coaching, then your background should be verifiable. All right, let's look at the pricing. Pick the plan that will get you to your next career milestone. $27 per month or $270 per year. Live job board, members only community forum, access to future and past bi-weekly meetup calls. More expensive than Hack Smarter. That's what it's worth. Career and job placements, live workshops, resume templates, resume reviews, LinkedIn resources study. I mean, all seems like good stuff. Coaching, asynchronous coaching. So I actually know what this is because I talked to Dakota about it, but basically it's sort of one-on-one video calls, but don't have to be at the same time. Can I cancel anytime? What's your refund policy, Dakota? You may cancel within 7 days and request a refund. After 7 days, no refunds will be granted. Examples and testimonials should not be interpreted as promises or guarantees, but rather as exceptional results. Is Dakota person involved will have access to him? Guys, you have access to Dakota in the chat. You can ping him right now in chat for free. So I would say, Dakota, as someone who would be interested in doing this, I guess I still don't understand exactly why I should sign up. Like, what is where's the reviews? Did I miss the reviews? Oh, these are the reviews. This is cool. Oh, you have an app? Let's download your app. Nice, dude. Look at that guy. You have a free tier? Where's it at? You should push that more. I like if you have free content, push that more so people can get a feel for what the content is like. Where's the free tier? Oh, but not on that landing page. You should put it on the landing page. Yeah, I'm rebuilding. Okay, got it. Got it. Website needs help, but legit courses by real practitioners help and glow. Yeah, if you have a free tier, I would promote it heavily on your landing page. Give people a taste for what the quality is like instead of hiding it behind a paywall. Elijah said, website looks real sketch just looking at this. There's his feedback. To make $100,000 in 3 months, that's why. Push that sample. Get them hooked. All right, guys, any other platforms? We have made it through all the platforms shared. It's been over 3 hours. Platforms, influencers. What I want to do, we haven't got to it. I just wanted to watch some videos. We have 400 free members. Oh, look at this. YouTube's recommending stuff to me. Let's see. Oh, Fuzzing Labs. Did I miss something? All right, let me check out Fuzzing Labs. And then we're going to watch some videos together. Advanced Cybersecurity Solutions. Fuzzing Labs offer security assessment, state-of-the-art security tools. So they do like pen testing and training, maybe? There is a training platform. Looks like just pen testing from now. Oh, from what I can see, they do business-to-business training. Oh, I guess they have flexible learning. Unlock your next skill. What do I want to learn? I want to learn network fuzzing. I mean, seems legit. Very expensive, but I think this actually isn't that expensive for private training. This is what business-to-business training sells at. But I don't know. Grant Collins is legit. I think Grant Collins is a genuinely nice person as well. Had a few interactions with him. He's good. I think he's honest about stuff. He does a good job. Fuzzing Labs looks legit. I don't see them over-promising anything. You have to keep in mind that from what I can tell, they're much more focused on business-to-business sales, not business-to-consumer, and the pricing reflects that. Oh, we got the Shy Hat, guys, is the most expensive live trainer I've ever seen. Just kidding. Guys, if you don't follow the Shy Hat, you should. He streams all the time. But the big thing about the Shy Hat is all of his content really is completely free. And on stream, he only does, if I can find your GitHub, he only does free resources. Oh, here we go. Here's your X, your Twitter. So if you guys aren't following the Shy Hat, check him out. Literally, there's no paywalls to any of his content. I dropped that in chat. He has a Reddit community where he posts the schedule, although I'm not seeing it on his main page here. Let me see if I can find his Reddit community that you guys can join if you want. Hacker Frogs, that's what it is. Every once in a while he'll showcase some Hack Smarter content, some of our free labs. So if you are not following the Shy Hat, you should. Definitely a solid person to follow. Do Matt Brown. Matt Brown's a good dude too. I also know him personally. And he really does know his stuff. He's incredibly talented, incredibly smart, incredibly good at teaching. And I know Digital Andrew has courses on there as well. So his isn't a scam. I mean, if you guys are interested in IoT and hardware hacking, Matt Brown is really the place to go. Him and Andrew. You can see Andrew's stuff here. His course, like for example, this one looks really expensive. I think it comes with hardware if I remember correctly. But yeah. Check him out. Matt Brown, Digital Andrew. Good stuff. Shy Hat needs to add some stem tags to your content too. Yeah, dude, Shy Hat is like, a hero, I think, in this space. Always giving back, always live streaming, always making content. AppySec University is also a good one. Much of their content is free besides the certifications. Guys, I want to, we've spent 3 hours reviewing platforms. We should review some videos, some video content. How are people doing on the video side of things? Yeah, Matt Brown, that guy, Zebra. I've met him IRL. I know him. He's a solid dude. I think it would be fun for us to review some YouTubers on how to make a bunch of money in cyber. We'll just like speed run some of these videos, get our thoughts on it. What do we got? How to make $100,000 in 2025 with Sandra. Let's check it out.
Here's how to level up your career and get a 6-figure job in cybersecurity in 2025. If you're trying to get a higher salary, there are 3 ways to do this. But first, I want to start with my personal career path in cybersecurity, along with all of the salaries in between. I've always been super open about my salary transparency and how much I got paid in my cybersecurity jobs, starting out with my first official corporate job, which was my internship at JP Chase. Now, this was only a 10-week internship.
Okay, I recognize this with Sandra person. What do you guys know about her? What do you think? Legit, not legit? What? $45 for what? 3 videos? I'm sort of confused. Oh, there's more. $45 for this? That's silly, but okay. Let's watch the video, some of it.
Internship, but the average salary, if I worked for the entire year, would have been equivalent to around $72,000 per year. Personally, I thought this was really, really good for an internship salary. And your salaries as an intern are generally fixed, and there isn't.
Yeah, because if you do an intern with Josh, you have to pay him money. At least you got paid for an internship. Sorry, Josh.
As much room to negotiate, but it will highly depend on the company you go into, the sector it's in, as well as the location you're placed in. After that, my first full-time cybersecurity job out of college was in a cybersecurity rotational program. My original offer was for $105,000 per year in the New York City metro area, which was already way more than I expected for my first job out of college, graduating with my bachelor's degree in IST. And not to mention, I really didn't have people are applying to the typical cybersecurity analyst role right now, then you may want to go for something a bit more higher level with more skills needed for the job, like a junior pen testing role, or an SOC level 1, or a junior SOC.
You don't want to apply for a junior pen tester role. What? That's terrible advice. That's really hard to get into.
With more skills needed for the job, like a junior pen testing role, or an SOC level 1, or a junior SOC analyst role. This all comes down to getting the right skills to get higher paying jobs. The reason why some cybersecurity professionals are paid more than others really comes down to their background and their skill set. This means if you
Bro, you ain't getting a pen testing job with no experience in 2025 or 2026. Probably not.
know very niche skills like digital forensics compared to a generalist security role, it'll be a lot easier for you to stand out when you're applying to very specialized roles.
You're starting streams just on the topic. Yeah. I mean, hopefully I'm being fair about it. I'm not trying to be a jerk, but I also don't really care if I offend.
Typically tend to pay higher salaries compared to a generalist role. However, if you
what? GovTech, higher salary. I'm learning how to make my YouTube video more popular, guys. I'm just going to make videos like this. Just generic advice. Where's the $100,000 come from? It's not going to work. Here's what I love to see. I just love to see, do you have any videos on pen testing when you have no... Okay. Does this person have any experience as a pen tester? Does anyone know? I need to.
These are the exact steps to take.
I don't know what to look for. Okay, I'm gonna pull this up on my logged in session. This is just incognito. I just want to quickly get a feel for what Sandra's background is. Maybe she has done a lot of pen testing. I have no idea. All right, Sandra's background. She was a software engineer intern in 2018. She was a peer tutor in 2019. She was a cybersecurity analyst in 2022. She was an Infosec analyst in 2023, and she is now a self-employed making content. So based on her own background, she has zero background ever working as a pen tester or an ethical hacker. So let's see what the advice is like. I will just say here, do not speak on things you have never done. Very, very simple rule to follow.
To take to become an ethical hacker in 2025. This is one of the most sought after cybersecurity careers out there.
How can you say how to become an ethical hacker in 2025 when you've never been an ethical hacker? How can you give advice on that? I don't know. Let's find out.
And for good reason, because ethical hackers make on average in the US around 130 to 140K a year.
You make that if you're at a mid to senior level. A junior pen tester is making $80,000 to $90,000 a year.
Ethical hacking and most red teaming roles in general are going to focus on skill-based hiring, which
pen testing and red teaming are vastly different things. Red teaming is like an advanced version of pen testing. You're not going to become a red teamer in 1 year with no experience or blah, blah. Like, we already see terms that are being confused that are not confused by people who are actually practitioners.
Which means that employers care a lot less whether you graduated from a degree program, but rather if you have the skills, if you have the technical certifications, and of course, if you actually know how to hack. This really levels the playing field in terms of hiring because it means that if you get the skills that employers want, you can also get the job. And in today's video, we'll cover the exact skills.
I mean, it's a little bit more difficult than that, but okay.
You have to learn, how you can learn them as a complete beginner. Trust me, you don't need any experience prior to watching this video, as well as the best ethical hacking projects for beginners. So you can already get those onto your resume. All right, so what skills should you learn first? Number 1 is vulnerability assessment and how to conduct a pen test. This means getting hands-on using...
No, you shouldn't. No, you shouldn't. Guys, you do not learn vulnerability assessment as your first thing as a beginner. She specifically said, from a beginner perspective, ethical hacking is not the first thing that you learn. You need a very strong foundation in general IT and how networking works, how systems work, how operating system works, how HTTP works. Like, you don't just dive into vulnerability assessment as the very first thing you do. You build a strong foundation in general IT, and then you can specialize, branch into pen testing.
On using popular vulnerability scanning tools like Nessus or OpenBAS, and understanding the 5 phases of a penetration test. So you may be asking, what's the difference between a vulnerability?
No. This is why you don't make content on things you've never done.
An ethical hacker who is going to conduct the pen test manually, but as part of that pen test, they may also run some vulnerability scanners as well. This means using tools like Burp Suite or Qualys, but they may also be writing their own custom scripts, which is another really important. Say web application pen testing is one of the most common roles you'll see for ethical hackers because most of the internet is accessible through a web browser and hosted on web applications. So this means getting familiar with the popular concepts in web application security, or AppSec for short, like the OWASP top 10, which are the 10 most common web application vulnerabilities out there.
All right, let me just jump through. Okay, we reviewed these people. All right.
This list that we'll be covering. So how are you going to learn these skills that companies are actually hiring for? This is where Zero to Mastery comes in. A training platform that...
Wait, where's this sponsored thing? Isn't there supposed to be a notification that this video is sponsored in the top corner?
Teaches in-demand tech skills with courses taught by industry experts. They'll also have a course, AI and cybersecurity, and even courses on Linux, and this is just the tip of the kernel or the command line. The difference, or even just going to back developer. So
typical influencer crap, but like, seriously. I'm sure with Sandra is a genuinely nice person in real life, but here's my rule. If you have never been a pen tester, why are you making content telling people how to become pen testers? Do not speak on something you have never done. Very, 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 very simple principle to keep in mind for those of you who are influencers. I don't know why that's so difficult to understand. And I reviewed that literally platform. All right, let's go ahead and check out more Make Six Figures. And see, we already watched that one. What is this? Let's watch this short. It has 11 views. Maybe it's a viewer here who just made it. Let's see how to make 6 figures in tech with 11 views.
Here's how you actually make 6 figures in tech. First, here are my credentials having been 5 years in cybersecurity. First thing you want to do, don't buy any boot camps. Don't waste your money, save it. Next, you're going to want to get a fundamental understanding of technology. So I recommend getting these 3 certifications. This will give you a base in security, networking, and cloud. There are a plethora of paid and free resources that you could do in order to study for those certifications. You could go to platforms like Udemy or just find it on YouTube. While you're studying for these certifications or after you've passed them, I would suggest applying to any sort of entry-level tech job. This will give you some sort of work experience to put on your resume. And then after about 6 months to a year, you can then pick a specialization in what you want to go to and what you want to do in whatever tech field that you're in. Then after 3 to 5 years, you're probably going to be making 6 figures. I know it's not glamorous, but it's the most surefire way.
I like it.
Here's how
guys. Notice the one realistic short, did it disappear, has 11 views. What he said is spot on. Let's see if we can find some other ones. Maybe we should just watch some shorts. That might be fun to watch. Okay, cybersecurity Rich. Let's go. Let's check out cybersecurity.
Rich, how to go ahead and make 6 figures in cybersecurity. Honestly, like usually people ask me like, how many certifications do I need? To make 6 figures, you definitely need the A+ Network Plus or Security Plus. Definitely the Security Plus. Most people,
bro, the Security Plus can get you $100,000 a year.
Can't pass the Security Plus though without the A+ and the Network Plus. So if you can go one time through that to make sure you really guarantee it in, get the certified ethics.
So you're telling me if you have the CompTIA trifecta? No, he's not going to say CEH. He's not going to say CEH.
Hacker, but
This guy's a joke.
In addition to all of that, I'm also just going to say this, not just on the career side, helping out with whatever projects that you need. So the more versatile that you are, they'll say like, oh yeah, like, okay, that's the SOC's job or that's the penetration tester's job. When you're on the job, learn as much as you can.
This music's trash.
And from everybody else in all the different positions. I've seen from a lot of people that work in cybersecurity, maybe this is a personality trait that is attracted into the field. Is like, no, that's not my job.
Bro, that is that's the worst take I've seen in the past 3 hours. Actual garbage. Let's see who else can let us earn 6 figures.
If you want to know the skills you need to learn in order to get the cybersecurity role you want, go study those job descriptions you're interested in. They have the skills on there. That is what we call, in school we have study guides. That would be your study guide that you need to learn in order to land that role. Now, here's the cool
part. It's valid.
You go take all these 5 skills and now you combine these skills into a meaningful project that potentially is something that those jobs do on a day-to-day or potentially could solve a problem that they're dealing with. And when you do these projects you have on your resume, you can talk to them in interviews. Now, every project you do is possibly not going to help you get the job. However, this is one of the ways you showcase that you have a skill set in what they're requiring out of you with not having the most experience, ambition. Take of people. Interviewers are excited.
I'm getting 6 figures from that, but cool. Alex said, no shit, I worked as DC Tech making 6 figures as CompTIA plus NetSec plus. It's possible. Not likely, but possible. All right, let's check this guy out. I love these.
I'm 23 and I make 6 figures working from home in cybersecurity.
You could be making
it's NGT Academy.
6 figures even faster. Here's how. Identify your niche. Cybersecurity has many specializations.
We already viewed NGT. All right. Man, apparently this is how I need to grow. Oh, it's this guy again. What's he have to say now? Does he have music in the
Rich,
background?
How long does it take for you to earn 6 figures in cybersecurity coming in with no experience? Most likely not going to happen within your first year, but
hey, that's valid. Thank you.
First cybersecurity job to be paying you anywhere between, I'll say, 50 to 70K for starters, depending on where you're located and what type of company you end up at.
Making 6 figures a day. That guy. I don't know. Oh, from tech bootcamp to 6 figures in only 2 months. All right, let's check this one out. Bro, I'm making content wrong. I am making content wrong. What else do we got here? What other? Oh, we got Elevate Cyber. That's cool. Man. This is
here's how you actually make.
Whoops. Let's go back to this. See if there's any other big YouTubers that might be worth 5 cyber jobs that pay over 6 figures. Okay, that's cool. That offers actually no value. Anyone can freaking Google that. Yeah, Shy Hat, this is what you're doing wrong, dude. You got to make these videos. Oh, and there's Simone. Freaking Dave Ramsey. Get ready for a 6-figure salary. About resumes. I went from making 30K to mid 6 figures in cybersecurity. My real story. That's just him sharing his story, not saying that you can do it per se. There's that dude. All right. Oh, look at this. I like this guy. He looks cool. Older dude making some content. Well, there's a lot that you guys can watch. I'll let you do it on your own. Oh my goodness. All right. If there's any other platforms, YouTubers, influencers you guys want me to check out, drop their names in chat and I will check them out. I'm scrolling through chat right now. Alex Hormozy, he's not really in our tech space. I don't know much about him. Didn't he make a bunch of money off of gyms or something? I don't know. What would be the max you can earn unethically without drawing too much attention to yourself? What a stupid question. I'm not going to answer that. Where's the cyber vocation department? Need more people sleep better. Please check out Africa Hackon Academy. Okay. Bet. We'll check out Africa Hackon Academy real quick. We already reviewed Elevate Cyber. Spoon 2K earlier in the stream. I don't know if I wonder if when my live stream is done is if I can somehow get the transcript and then make chapters in the live stream so people can very quickly click through and see which one they're looking for. I'll see if I'm able to do that once YouTube is done processing it. All right, we have Africa Hackon. I like their website. It's nice and clean. We have cohorts. Transform our career today. I mean, initial glance, nothing seems super suspicious about this. Just reply to this email. What email? Academy? Okay. I mean, it seems fine. It looks like they do your cohort. I mean, it's your typical boot camp stuff. I don't know what the pricing is. I don't see anything about pricing. I don't know what Titans are. Are those like graduates? Sign me up. I have no idea what this is. I also don't know how that translates to their local economy. $232. I don't know how expensive that is or not. So, I saw, guys, I really can't do reviews on platforms that aren't in the US because I don't understand the context of what they are doing or where they're located. So I can't help you with that. I did not do Jason Haddock's, but he's legit. I mean, he does his own pen testing firm on top of making content. So he's an actual practitioner with a verifiable background, and he's one of the leading voices on the AI pen testing space. So everything I know about Jason Haddock's is like he's as legit as they come. Bruja said, so I need a Guy Fawkes mask, a promise of 6 figures in 5 months, and to talk about red teaming as an analyst. That is the way to do it. You can absolutely do it. That's the way. You got it. You can be an influencer. Beautiful. Well, guys, last call. If there's anyone else you guys want me to check out, review, platforms, people, influencers, content creators, drop them in chat. Otherwise, I'm going to sign off soon. I'm getting a little bit tired of talking after 3.5 hours. You just drop it in chat. I quit my job. Me too. So here's the thing, like this also is a personal preference thing. Like Sandra, for example, I believe she quit her job to make content. How do you make technical content? Well, maybe she doesn't make technical content. Like, I don't know. It's just weird to me. The best influencers are those who are also practitioners, not just people who make videos. Did you do TCM security? I mean, TCM security is legit for sure. Oh, someone said Cyberflow. Okay. Well, check out Cyberflow. TCM security is also as legit as they come, with the massive caveat that Heath Adams left the company that he founded, and it's now been purchased by a much larger company. And usually when that happens, you see quality sometimes go down. Will that happen? I have no idea, but that's just the thing to keep in mind. Let me grab, Xintra. Okay, I see a few links here. Let me grab Cyberflow and Xintra real quick. Cyberflow, whatever the heck that is, and xintra.org. Let me open that in a new tab. Okay. Cyberflow Academy. Master hacking skills is zero fluff. Why does everyone keep saying it's the best cybersecurity community? Guys, we already know. We already know they are objectively wrong. The best cybersecurity community is Hack Smarter. Everybody knows that. We are the #1 cybersecurity community in India, in the US, in UK, in Africa, in Russia, every continent. Hack Smarter is #1. So any platform that says we are the best, we know that they are objectively false right at the outset. So unless you are Hack Smarter, you can't say you're the best InfoSec community. We're already the best. All right. I don't think we did Cyberflow, did we? I don't recognize this. They spelled testimonials wrong. We have not. We have. You're right. That's right. This is what our family says. Yeah, we've already reviewed Cyberflow, guys. We did. We did review it. Do we watch their video though?
All right. So I'm supposed to sit here and convince you to.
Okay. Well, we never watched their video, but yeah, we did review them earlier. I apologize. If I can figure out a good way to add timestamps, I will. But I didn't watch their trailer, so we can at least watch their trailer.
Join my academy. I'm supposed to list all the features, the courses, the perks, but if you've watched my videos, you already know all that. Instead, let me tell you a story. Cybersecurity courses and certifications are ridiculously overpriced. Some cost thousands of dollars. When I was trying to learn hacking, I had nowhere to turn. The resources online either
Is this an AI voiceover again? What is with the AI voiceovers? I don't know if it is or not, but it kind of sounds like
dated, incomplete, or locked behind a paywall. So I decided to build the thing I wish I had back then. I put everything in one place: cheat sheets, roadmaps, quizzes, video courses for website hacking, bug bounty, reverse engineering, and much, much more. And all of it, $29, cheaper than a freaking pizza blanket. So if you're serious about leveling up in cybersecurity, if you want resources you won't find anywhere else,
then join Hack Smarter. Okay, let's check out Xintra. Simulating tomorrow's threats. Is this... Wait, what? Your life is a simulation. Realistic, threat-driven simulation infrastructure. The UI is bugging me out. I can't click around. Attacking and defending Azure and M365. Oh wait, somebody shared this. Somebody shared, okay, it's expensive. Someone told me it's really good. I can't let you guys know if this is good, but somebody told me it's excellent. Who is this? She's a black hat trainer. All right. Then you know it's legit. If their instructor is a black hat trainer, that gives the course some credentials. So, not a scam. If you have the money, check it out. Obviously, it's expensive. I'm guessing it's more geared towards business to business, but I have heard really good things about them. Oh. Have you guys ever talked for 3.5 hours? Almost 4 hours? I know freaking Shy Hat does this all the time, but dang, dude. I'm sure I have so many emails and Discord messages I have to respond to. We'll get to it soon. How do you get on that board? I don't know what board you're talking about. Let me scroll up. The AI voice. All right, Infosec Pat. Okay. So, huge caveat, I know Infosec Pat personally. But we can check him out. Oh, wait, what? Why is everything members only? I don't actually know what's going on. Wait, is this a course? Oh, he must have put his course on YouTube. Oh, I see. That was a course. I think... I'm not logged into YouTube. If I go to courses, does it show over there? Okay, it's his junior pen testing course. So with Infosec Pat, I think he maybe has changed this. So he started his own pen testing firm. He has experience doing pen testing. One thing I got in a quasi argument with him about I don't remember what conference we were at. Was it Wild West Hacking Fest? He was one of the people that for a long time, I think he maybe changed this a little bit, but he was very close-lipped about his past work experience. And I was like, dude, if you are selling a course on pen testing, your background has to be verifiable. You can't tell people how to become a pen tester if they can't look up and see that you've been a pen tester. I think he has maybe changed that around on LinkedIn, but I've met Infosec Pat personally. I think he's a genuinely nice person from all my interactions with him. I haven't done his course, so I cannot speak on his course. I know there was some drama when he released the course as far as like some people thinking he used a lot of the content from TCM's ethical hacking course and made it his own. But without ever having gone through his course, I have no idea how similar, how different they are. You guys tell me. There's 120 of you. If anyone has gone through the course, let me know your thoughts on it. Would you recommend it? Is it worth it? All of those good things. But I think the members only thing that we saw right away is just because he put his course over on YouTube. He has a lot of AI generated thumbnails, which is what it is. I also beat him in an arm wrestling contest. He doesn't like to tell people about that, but and if I could give any critique on his YouTube channel, a lot of it's like very, very high level basic stuff, but I'm guessing he's trying to play the YouTube game. It feels a little like not coherent, like things don't stick together, but it's okay. Oh yeah, HackerLoi? What? Who's HackerLoi? Is that a person? All right, let me look them up now. So the TLDR and Infosec Pat, I know him personally, genuinely nice guy. He does know his stuff. And he has pen testing experience, but for a long time he wasn't like upfront about that. What in the world did I just stumble across? HackerLoi, I have never heard of it. Wait, how did I complete these lessons? What? Is that just like a marketing thing? What is HackerLoi? What do you guys think? Good? Join 2,000? Bro, we got 17,000 in Hack Smarter, at least in our Discord. Come at me. At least they don't say they're the best community. Otherwise, I'd have to yell at them for that. There's not enough information for me to even say what they are. They seem to be a lab platform. They have a leaderboard. I can't click into the labs. I can view all challenges. Oh, here we go. Everything's locked. I don't see any free tier, so you can't try it out. He has a YouTube? Okay. Let's check out his YouTube. He's a cyber influencer. Guys, am I a cyber influencer? I suppose I am. Oh, is this HackerLoi? Is Loi Lang Yang HackerLoi? It must be. And what is his background? Does he have background as a hacker? Okay, he has a LinkedIn. Let me just check this out on my other tab and see what his background is. He has CEH and the Security Plus in his LinkedIn header, which is interesting. All right. Corporate sales, teaching assistant. He worked at IBM as a security software segment leader until 2021, and he currently works at AWS as a principal security specialist technical account manager. Isn't that just sales? I'm almost certain that's just sales, but maybe I'm misreading it. We're going to look up that job title. So he is currently a principal security specialist, a technical account manager at AWS. That is a mouthful. Senior level trusted advisor. They drive blah, blah. Maybe it's not just sales. Does anyone know about what that job actually means? I have no idea. I don't think it's just sales, though. I think it's a mix of sales and like consulting for AWS customers. I'm assuming he knows his stuff, if that is his background. Okay. Don't waste your time in cybersecurity. Let's check out the clickbait.
What I want to say here is that unless you're planning to be like a ransomware gang leader or to provide hacking as a service,
that's my goal.
I don't think cybersecurity is going to be the right industry right now.
Well, perfect. Since we are planning on deploying ransomware, we're good. We're solid. Thank you.
And in fact, I will say this, right? If you plan to use the skills that you learn, all right, to become a hacker, I would say go for it. Go all out on it. You will do well because the industry right now is cooked. You look at the job market, there's hardly any cybersecurity roles, and there are a lot more applicants than the jobs that are available in cybersecurity, and that's the reality.
Wait, bro. What? Don't do cybersecurity. Full ethical hacking course. Does he have any... To be very clear, unless I'm missing something in his LinkedIn, he's never been an ethical hacker or a pen tester. Maybe I'm wrong there. But based on his background on LinkedIn, he's never had a pen testing role. Interesting that his courses are mostly all about hacking. But maybe he did some type of pen testing in AWS. I have no idea. But once again, I find it odd. If you have never done a pen test, why do you have 3 courses teaching people how to do pen testing?
So what does it mean really, right? Well, we need more hackers. If there are no hackers, there will be no cybersecurity jobs at all. So we do need more hackers.
Okay. We got some doom scrolling. What? What? Oh, this is a joke, I think. By a pro hacker.
Website, for example, like Hackon, will be able to IP addresses.
Is he calling himself
and
a pro
so on.
hacker?
And before we go any further, remember, kids, hacking is illegal. If you want to hack, remember to ask your mom for permission first. So what we have here is a JavaScript that we can insert into the input field, and what it does.
Guys, I don't know why this is so confusing for people. I'm not making videos on how to be a blue teamer. If you've never done a pen test, don't make courses teaching people how to do pen testing. You can make videos on it, that's fine, but don't sell content saying this is how you become an ethical hacker when you've never been an ethical hacker. I don't know what's so novel about that, how confusing that is, but here's what it is. I made $1 million at 30. Here's the appeal to the greed that lives inside of us. Blah, 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 blah. This guy's not a scammer, I don't think, by any means. He clearly knows his stuff. But I just find it funny, all the hacker content when he's never done hacking professionally. Maybe he's a ransomware gang leader like he mentioned. Oh, we got the nice guy, Fox Mask. So he has a lot of this is 3 years ago already. A lot of hacker. So it looks like for a while, maybe he wanted to get into pen testing. It didn't work out for him or something. And then he switched gears. And it must have been back then when he was making his pen testing courses, though I do find it strange. He was making courses on pen testing without actually being a pen tester. But who am I? I must be crazy. Pro hacker shows you how to spot a fake website. I like how he refers to himself as a pro hacker. Pro would imply professional, which implies you get paid for hacking, but by the very definition, he doesn't get paid for hacking, therefore he is not a pro hacker. I'm going to start saying I'm a pro hacker because technically I am. I do get paid by clients to hack them, therefore by definition, guys, I am a pro hacker. The Shy Hat said, the unfortunate thing is normal people don't understand that a person who works in pen testing doesn't know how to do SOC or GRC. They think that one cybersecurity rule does everything. That's very true. Check the playlist. What's in the playlist? Is there like a gem in the playlist? Ethical hacking and penetration. 400 plus videos almost 400 videos on pen testing without ever actually being a pen tester and then selling a course on pen testing. Man, guys, we'll do this again. We'll do this again. My brain is getting fried. I cannot talk anymore, guys. I've been talking nonstop basically we're at the 4-hour mark. I don't know how Shy Hat does this all the time. Here's a TLDR. If I can summarize everything from today's stream, how would I summarize it? If an influencer or a platform is promising you a job if you enroll in their $1,000 bootcamp, don't do it. If an influencer content creator is selling you a course on ethical hacking, but in their background they have no experience being an ethical hacker, don't buy the course. Be skeptical of all things. I think another takeaway that I would suggest to you is do not chase money. The way a lot of these influencers try to grab your attention is they appeal to the greed that is inside of you and is honestly inside of me. The love of money will destroy you. The love of money is the root of all evil. My friend, the human heart is never satisfied with more and more and more. And the more that you pursue more, the more empty that you'll end up feeling. Do not be led astray by the $1 million in 1 year or the $100,000 in 1 year. Do not pursue money for the purpose of pursuing money. My best advice I can give you is pursue impact. Genuinely figure out ways to give back to the community and help other people. And I think if you do that, even if you don't make the $1 million in a year, you will live a much more fulfilling life than making millions of dollars, but being empty and broken.